bringing in more and more Stalkers to reinforce this, but probably a bad idea. One Immortal on the field for myself, 4 Zealots, and a bunch of Stalkers are going to force that back. But these Stalkers from Toasterman and are still back in here warding off aznofmuff Stalkers. So I might have gotten a little confused there, but hey, you know what? That's just how it is. Look at this. Basically, Icarus. A lot of damage was done, but actually he saved most of his structures. He really only lost a barracks here and a tech lab on his starport. Meanwhile, it looks like Pengus and WingCHOW trying to test the other front, and Toasterman and now myself are gonna engage around this these stalactites or whatever you call them right here. So able to get to attack that army from 2 sides, and now gonna start pushing it back. And are we going to continue this press or fall back? I am still pressing, but Toasterman has opted to fall back. So I'm trying to kill as many of these units that I can. I might need to turn around here. I do have an observer down here, so I do know about that expansion that he was trying to throw down. It looks like I'm trying to throw down my own expansion at the same time as I make this attack. 2 Immortals here will make this army a lot stronger, but there is too many units here. I need to pull back. Getting overextended. I should have made sure that Toasterman was with me on that attack. Trying to fall back, realizing I had no chance here. That is something to point out. A lot of players will make the mistake of just continuing with the attack even though they are outnumbered. You're way better off trying to retreat. I was playing a 4v4 the other night, and it came down to one major engagement at the beginning, at the 8-minute mark or so, when everybody had their armies full. And the reason we lost is because one of our teammates, when he got engaged in a battle, he just stayed there fighting and lost all his units before the rest of us could get there, and that made a huge difference. So even though I did lose a couple of units trying to get away, I was able to save the majority of my army. It looks like I'm trying to get out a extended thermal land research, and probably a Colossus going to be coming as soon as I get enough gas there. He needs me to move my units because he's going to put up, I guess he's going to try and throw some cannons up here. I'm not sure how much that's really going to help at this point. Meanwhile, aznofmuff is testing Icarus's front here, though. Icarus has rebuilt pretty nicely here. He's recreated this wall. He does have a siege tank in the back. You're going to be able to siege up and try and defend that. I did bring my army down to try and help. A couple of Immortals still in this army for myself is going to really make this army beefy. And now we're going to start to force back this Protoss ball of Stalkers. They do have a proxy pylon here, aznofmuff. aznofmuff has a proxy pylon here. He's getting more and more Stalkers. No upgrades on his Stalkers or anything. I want to check upgrades really quick. I do have 1 attack on my units, and if I want to check my kills on my Immortals. I only have 1 kill each, so not really that effective there, but just was checking the upgrades really quick there to see that I do have 1 attack. I do have a Colossus coming out too, and at the same time Toasterman is also getting some Colossi. So but WingCHOW getting a little ahead of himself, trying to build down here. He already has built one up here with which has his army to defend it. I'm not sure why he's trying to take that base. Maybe a little overzealous there, as there's some major engagement happening right now. It looks like the better concave for Pengus and aznofmuff, but finally Toasterman is coming in to help me in this battle, trying to use these Immortals as best I can to focus down the Stalkers, but there are Zealots from Pengus that have been warped in the back, and WingCHOW trying to do damage there, but it looks like our army size a bit superior. Still, both of my Immortals are alive, and they are racking up the kills big time. Look at, they both had 1 kill each before, now they each have 5. So those Immortals really tearing up the Stalkers there. Now we do have a siege tank to help us in the back. Finally, Toaster's going to be taking out this proxy pylon down here. So pretty intense battle right there. aznofmuff, though, wisely pulling back. And Pengus does have a couple of Immortals now of his own. So pretty even right now as far as everything goes. If I want to check the income really quick, the income looks pretty even except for Icarus, man. The reason he has no income is because he was just transferring a bunch of SCVs, it looks like. But I want to check the army sizes here right now. It looks like my teammate Toasterman has a huge advantage in army size, but overall fairly even because Icarus is kind of he doesn't have that many units right now, but it looks like I'm going to try and make something happen. I do have 1 Colossus out here with the extended thermal lance. Going to try and press the issue here. I need my teammates to come up. Look at Toasterman has 4 Colossi. Going to make a huge difference here in this battle. My Colossi getting some free shots here on this pylon. aznofmuff is going to try and come up to defend it, but without being able to see past this grass right here, not realizing what was waiting for him on the other side. A huge mass of Colossi and Stalkers just tearing up these units. These Stalkers are getting melted away. There's so many Colossus in the field. And Immortals, I mean, wow, a ton of damage being done right there. The Bio Ball doesn't even need to be used in that battle. There are so many Colossi on the field. And now there are a couple of Void Rays on the field for WingCHOW. So trying to blink these Stalkers under here, I was to take out these Void Rays, and those Void Rays will go down. And once those are down, this Colossi will be able to stay alive in the back of the army, doing more and more damage. Toaster, meanwhile, is just tearing up the front bottom lines. So definitely my team in the advantage at this point, I would say, with the upper hand, starting to do a number to this expansion from Pengus. And meanwhile, Toasterman is toasting the front of Pengus's base, and he is in a lot of trouble. Now Icarus has brought his army up here. He has 2 siege tanks down below to kill off all the reinforcements. The Agent of Muff was trying to send out some reinforcements, and he got caught by those siege tanks and that group of Marines and Marauders. And it looks like this could be game at this point. Orange WingCHOW only has a few Zealots and Stalkers, so he is way behind. There are so many Colossus on the field. So yeah, it looks like this is most likely game right here. It's just a matter of time because there are so many Colossi and Stalkers on the field. There's nothing much he can do. The Void Rays that he already lost are coming back to bite him because they exponentially better the more you have. But now, blinking up Stalkers to take out those Void Rays. And the Stalkers here up on the high ground are going to get melted away quickly by this huge mass of 8 Colossi for Toasterman. I only have 2 Colossi. I don't even need any more because Toasterman has so many Colossi. And now the high yield expansion goes down for WingCHOW. At the same time, Icarus is in the main of Agent of Muff. And it looks like I'm saying the games on the channel aren't mine. I just cast them. And that is a complete hypocritical opposite statement because this game I just played and I casted, and apparently WingCHOW wants me to cast my mom. I'm sorry, I will not accommodate you in that department, WingCHOW, but you definitely got owned in this game after talking trash. And Pengus apparently thinks that I am trying to be husky, and I will tell you guys right now that I am not trying to be husky. I really want to focus on doing team games because that reminds me, I was just watching, I need to get away from all these burning Colossus so I can talk here peacefully for a second, but that reminds me, I was watching one of Husky's casts like yesterday or the day before, and I think it was a cast entitled "The Most Stupid Game Ever" or something like that. And at the beginning he said something about how, like, who takes team games seriously? I know that I sure don't. And, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and that's cool. And yeah, maybe saying that taking team games seriously is a bit of a strong way of putting it. But you know, 99% of us are not professional StarCraft players and 1v1 head-to-head trying to make money doing that. Most of us are just playing for fun, and a lot of us are doing that with our friends, so we like playing team games. And while it's saying that taking them super seriously may not be entirely accurate, but I definitely want to improve my game in my team game ability. And there's a lot of different strategies you can do, and it's a different style of game than 1v1. So I wanted to start casting team games because nobody else was doing it, and I love team games. So I'm sure most of you watching this do feel somewhat the same way. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. That was a game done by myself a couple of weeks ago. I know it wasn't the greatest game, but I guess I saved that one because of the little bit of the trash talking, the STFU noob at the beginning. So, hey, I won one for the channel, right? So represent. Anyway, this is Irie StarCraft. Thanks for watching, and peace out.